Chase, do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's hot dude summer.
It's hot dude summer. Ah.
The spirits are very happy. They agree it's hot dude summer. Welcome back everyone to Stardewd Valley.
Here we are once again.
It's the summertime.
Summertime. How you doing, Griffin?
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling cute today.
Yeah. No, for sure, for sure.
I feel like every so often, gamepad disconnected though.
Ah, that's not
I'm
cute.
having problems. Yeah, I'm having problems with my controller, which is making my day less cute. I guess.
Sure. Sure.
Why are you being mean? Well, we're gonna figure out how to play Stardew Valley with a mouse and keyboard today.
Apparently. Ooh, our outside grass is a little lean.
And by a little, you mean gone?
I mean, it's not great.
Oh. Yeah.
They've been munching.
I mean, we have a lot of critters.
We do.
We have a lot of critters. Oh my god, this is so strange. I've had this problem, well, like, I've been playing Rocket League with our friend Zach Roth a fair amount.
Yes.
And, I use my PlayStation 4 controller for that. A DualShock 4.
Okay.
And, sometimes the battery will die.
Ah.
And I don't know how to play that game on mouse and keyboard. I think it's incredibly difficult. Zach somehow plays that game mouse and keyboard. And
yeah, I also play that game mouse and keyboard.
Do you?
Wait, no. No, I don't. I lied. I'm
Rocket
sorry.
League? Okay.
I'm sorry, not Rocket League. No, that way madness lies.
Damn. Yeah. But it's baffling, and so sometimes I have to struggle through figuring out how to make my car go forward. Where it's like it's so strange because Zoontite. It's so strange, like how I can be so competent with a game with one control scheme, and then so not with another. Chase, how do I flip to a different hotbar?
Tab.
Tab?
Tab.
Sure. I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions about the control scheme of this
That's
video
fine.
game.
I'm not going to be able to answer most of them because I've mostly played this game mouse and keyboard, which means it's just ingrained in me.
Well, that's fair. Okay. I gotta figure out how to do basic functions. All right, I can water things. I will survive. I believe at this point in time, you and I are both fully vaccinated.
Yes. No, we got all those Fauci ouchies. We're good to go.
I got the virus killing juice inside me.
Some solid Myrnas.
Yes.
That's mRNA.
Yeah, Myrna.
Yeah.
Our good friend Myrna. Myrna, who lives down the block.
Oh, that's right. We set my house to be upgraded so we could start getting stuff cellared.
Yes.
Ooh, we need more fiber, actually.
Oh, what's up, Chuck?
Oh, hey, buddy.
Is that a fully vaxxed boy in the chat?
Ah. In this house, we get vaccinated.
Oh. I just watered a truffle. Don't worry about me.
Deadly global pandemics.
You know. God, this is so strange.
What?
Just playing with a keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it.
Ooh, I got 10 pale ales from the from our brew op down here.
Nice. Yeah, because I'm used to playing this game on the Switch by and large.
Gotcha.
I've like really only ever played like when I first got into this game, when I first got this game on PC, I wasn't into it for some reason. And then it was only until I started playing on the Switch with a control. I think it was the combination of a different control scheme and the ability to be laying down while I played it.
Fair enough. I don't know what it is. I cannot play games laying down anymore. I just, for whatever fucking reason, just kind of beyond me. Ooh, we got oranges and peaches going now.
It's that time.
Let's take a look here.
All right, man. I gotta go run and get us our summer seeds.
Hell yeah.
If I can figure out how to dump my inventory. There we go. Big plays. MLG. How do I get on Beanie Horse? Like that.
MLD.
Excellent. We
Major
ride.
League Dudes.
Major League Dudes. MLD. Esports.
Esports.
What would competitive Stardew Valley look like? And I'm not talking about like I think speedrun's the obvious answer, but
sure.
But esports and speedruns are very different things, right?
Sure. Well, yes. I'm trying to think of what would be. I mean, I think that is just you have the same number of months, and you just have to make, like, get as much money in the same period of time.
Sure. Ah, fucker.
I don't know if that's a good thing to watch or a fun thing to watch, but I imagine that somebody out there would be like down to enjoy that.
It's like golf, where it happens very slowly.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, we need
some sweet peas for the wife. I'm going to spend
red cabbage, right?
We do.
And poppies, right?
I think yes.
Okay. Let's see. That's 1 field, 2 fields, 3 fields. Let's start with that.
Cool.
Do we want any radishes? I've got melons, blueberries, red cabbage, and poppies.
Go for melons. I've heard, if I'm remembering correctly, melons are a very good crop.
Melons are the big slow money.
Yeah. And we got cash. We're good.
Which is also my rapper name.
Big slow money.
Big slow money.
I'm here for it. I can dig it.
Oh, that's right. I haven't upgraded my hoe at all, though.
I have upgraded mine, so I can start working.
Would you like to help me hoe?
Sure. On my way back.
I'm looking for. Here, let me set the tone. I want to do basically a. I think we're doing a 6x6 square.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, three 6x6 squares.
Okay, where?
For maximum watering.
Yes.
So like these.
Okay. Nope, too much. No, yeah.
Oh.
Nope, Scarecrow is just too close, I think.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, just yeah.
You were eyeballing it. Yeah.
Fuck. Goddamn. Shit. Get those scarecrows out of the way. This is that good. This is that good, honest work.
Yeah. That solid beginning of the season kind of money right here.
Yeah. And then do another one like down here. Beautiful. And scarecrow. And scarecrow. Tab. Okay.
Tab.
Melons. Boku melons.
Many melons. So Griffin, this morning as I was languishing in bed, getting ready to start my day, I was listening to one of the few podcasts that I've actually still got on my docket. It's called Abject Suffering. Objectively, or ostensibly rather, it is supposed to be a show where two guys play a bad game and then talk about it for half an hour. What it actually is a show where two guys play a bad game, talk about it for like 10-ish minutes, and then kind of chat about their lives.
Okay, cool.
And one of the prompts that they ended up coming up with, like, while they were on the show was, if you had, say you had like the irresponsible, like Bezos money, but you did not feel the compulsion that a human being should have to use that money for good. Or more to the point, if you didn't have, like, if nobody needed help at all.
So if I had to spend money completely selfishly, basically?
Yes. How would you spend that money?
And I've got, like, Bezos tier money.
You got Bezos money. You've got effectively infinite money.
I would do things that would improve society, but by my hand have my name attached to it so my legacy lives forever.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I would create the Cold Iron Theater, right? Like I would find a city where I could make that happen and make the Cold Iron Theater a thing and make that last for all eternity.
For sure, for sure.
So that my name can live on in the stars.
I could get down with that.
And like, you know, I'm helping to improve, you know, I'm like there will be a good art scene in that theater. Like that's it's not any sort of like half measure.
Right.
But like it will be mine. It's my theater. Do I have any am I the artistic director? No. Am I on the board? Yeah, but like I show up, you know, drunk wearing shades. I'm like, "All right, motherfuckers, what we doing this season?"
You're like Bruce Wayne in Dark Knight Returns.
Sure.
Oh.
I'll pretend that I've seen that movie.
I was whatever the second, or no, I think it's just Dark Knight. The second of the like Nolan Batman movies.
I'll pretend like I've seen that movie.
Oh.
I remember the first one.
Oh, hey, the house expansion is done.
Oh, nice.
They just randomly moved a bunch of my shit around. It's weird.
Well, the walls just got bigger.
Yeah. Okay, put the bear in there.
I like the lone skeleton in the center of the room.
He's just standing guard. Go there.
I mean, I would do a lot of things. I would like I'd buy the $10,000 computer rig.
Sure.
I'd buy a house, like maybe even two, just to be like I have two houses. And then like once I got bored, I think the only thing I would like have left in my mind to do is to help people, but that's like an afterthought at that point.
Right.
I want to make it clear for when people dig this clip up in 7 years that this is 50% a joke.
Right.
Because obviously, like, if I got a shit ton of money very suddenly, I would, you know, pay all my friends' student debt loans and like our student loan debts.
No debt loans.
I would do shit like that. Debt loans. You know, help people with like mortgages and like buy people like new cars. Not like fancy cars, but like cars that, you know, like a good electric that'll last you 10 years.
Right.
Just like big quality of life improvements for me and mine.
For sure. The auto grabber. This thing can milk your cows and goats, shear sheep, gather eggs, and pluck your woolly rabbits on its own.
Oh, those things rock.
Yeah, and we have way more than enough money. And Marty's got it. Guess where I'm going?
Buy two.
For sure. No, I mean, look, I mean that is great. What I would do is create the ultimate for our group gaming space, where it is, you know, it is in the basement of whatever bougie house I end up buying.
Right.
And actually, no, I say bougie, like I want a small ranch. Like I don't need a whole lot of space, but I want the basement to be potentially bigger than the upstairs, because there will be a discrete, like there is a room with a table with like the LCD map possibilities under it, and then on top of it, it is a and then there is a separate like bar area a little bit further away, and there are 3 tiny rooms off it for RP.
Yes. There's an escape room.
The other idea that these folks, 9 to 4 a.m. God damn it, Marnie. Get out. I see the mayor's underwear in there. Just get behind. God, Marnie advertises this bullshit and then does not open her store.
That's that small town charm.
Right? The other idea that the Abject Suffering crew had was essentially Airbnb escape rooms.
Oh, hell yes.
Where the idea is that you, for a weekend rent a house and you can just over the course of it find secret passages and shit.
My brain jumped to, you rent the place for a week. If you can escape, then your bill is cut in half.
I kind of had that thought too. For rich people who think they are smart.
Escape mansions.
Exactly. Well, I was thinking like Escape
Otherwise
Brownstone.
That's very good.
Escape
known as a Resident Evil game.
But no, it's an Escape Brownstone. It's like, in New York City, like in like Brooklyn or something. Bougie people rent it, and then, every 2 years or so, we go in and renovate just a little bit to change which room is hidden.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
To hop back a little bit into the chat, Chuck did ask how your week is going.
I did see that. Chuck, my week's been pretty busy, honestly, but not as busy as last week, so therefore it's an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
No, a lot of this week was consumed with me writing the season 2 recap of Another Path.
Yes.
Which came in at just under 9,000 words.
Woo!
If anyone was wondering.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to come out to about, same as the Season 1 recap, about half hour, 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little closer to an hour. I still need to get... I have everybody's parts in except for one person. So, hopefully we will have that ready to go here shortly. I say hopefully we'll have it shortly. I mean, it's coming out on Wednesday. Like, that's the episode for Wednesday.
Yeah. I was reminded how much I enjoyed and how much struggle there was in writing this recap. Because I wrote the Season 1 recap as well.
Right.
And on the one hand, it was super cool to go back and just kind of take in the adventure from the beginning again. And kind of, see how far we've come as characters and whatnot.
Natch.
And then, at the other hand, I was like, I have to re-listen to... I was re-listening to our podcast at 2 times speed to just fucking digest and let the information matrix through me.
Right.
Absorb it via osmosis.
We got some strawberry wine. We got some starfruit wine. Gonna sell
I got more. I harvested more strawberries today.
Excellent. I just dropped the cherries into the keg, so we'll have some cherry wine coming up.
If it's cool with you, I'm gonna once the aminals are back in, I'm gonna redo this fence because the duck walked all the way along this thing of water and did not go in the water.
I know they can swim. Lazy motherfucker. Yeah, that's fine. We also need to actually keep the aminals in for a night, so that for a couple of days, so we can repopulate the fields.
Correct.
There we go. All right.
Strawberries.
All right, we've got 10 grass starters in the white chest, so that should be good for now.
Half of my brain that's normally dedicated to jokes is dedicated to figuring out how to move my boy in this game.
Understandable.
I need to give this flower to your wife so she likes me.
That's fair. She loves a sweet pea, just throwing it out there.
I have a daffodil. Don't eat it! Okay.
What time is it? No, that's too late. I was gonna stop over at Robin's to see what we need for the next house upgrade so we can get the basement going.
Is the basement not in this one?
I don't think so. I didn't see it.
Oh, you're
like,
right.
Basement's high end. Like, we gotta wait for that
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got some oak resin going on down here.
I have a triple shot espresso that I found on the beach.
Mmm. Beach coffee.
Beach coffee.
Which I suppose is probably less concerning when you actually live on a beach.
Sure. It's from the friendly barista upshore who just sends it on a little raft.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Okay.
We got a rogue duck. Look at this duck.
Look at him go.
Dr. Duck, PhD, you're needed in your office.
Oh, there's some truffles out there. I got one. Bump, bump.
Dr. Duck.
Okay.
I swear. Yo, DDPhD, let's go. Wrong way, wrong way. Wrong way, mate. This way. Mushu, you're a terrible sheepdog.
Wait, it's a sheepdog. That's a duck.
Dr. Duck? He tried to pump fake me. Go. Go. Nope, wrong way. Go. Hey. There you go. You didn't witness the stare down that just happened between me and this fucking duck.
I did not. I was over on the bench.
I was over on the bench.
No, I was putting in 6 new kegs into the system here.
Nice.
So let's go ahead. Let's use some of these fucking beets that we are not currently using. Can we wine beets?
Where did we get beets from?
I mean, we grew them at some point.
We didn't though. I don't think so.
I mean, where else would we have gotten them, Griffin?
I'm saying I think beet seeds are kind of a rarity. Where do you see beets?
I'm literally holding one.
Well, hang on. Where did we get these beets, Chase?
We must have grown them at some point, Griffin.
Are these beach beets?
Beach beets. That's just a jock jam.
Beach beets.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't remember growing beets.
Where else would they have come from?
I'm just saying I'm normally the farm guy, like
I know.
like the vegetable guy, and I don't remember growing the beets. Is all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make a stink about it.
You're making a stink though.
I'm just saying I don't remember growing no fucking beets. How do I get to my crafting menu? Fuck. There we go. I got it.
Okay, what else do I need? Alright, I gotta drop this truffle off to be oiled. Ooh,
One weird thing you can do with beets in this game is turn them into sugar.
Oh, that's right.
My dark deed.
9. There we go. All right.
Chopping down this tree because it looks unsightly.
Just gonna... When there's no cheese tomorrow, it's because I grabbed it all today.
Okay. I think I mentioned this to you right as we were about to go live, but my tax return cleared.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fucking tasty this year because I didn't get a handful of stimuluses.
Ah,
so
nice.
I got those via my tax return.
Nice.
So I'm sitting on a pretty chunk of change right now, not gonna lie. And I'm looking at, I have begun my research into a new computer.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited.
New computer.
Because this computer, my lovely boy Henry, a good friend of mine, my friend Kyle, built this computer with me on my birthday, some like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah. That's
and
time.
I have not upgraded a single thing in this computer since.
Nope, I completely understand. I did a similar thing with my first real big boy computer. Hey, which one of these are poppies?
It's the... One second.
I Actually, no, it doesn't matter because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take
It's
this.
these down here.
These down here, perfect. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this beehive next to it, and then we can get poppy honey.
Nice. But yeah, I think I found. I think I may have found the computer I want.
Nice.
The only thing that I would need to look into is it comes with a 500 gig SSD, which is nice.
Sure.
But as you know, as someone who edits podcasts, audio takes up a lot of fucking space.
Yes, it does.
So I'm looking to also get like a 2 terabyte, just like normal HDD.
Yeah.
To like tack on there.
Yep.
Which I think I can do. I think that's a pretty standard edition.
Oh yeah, that like
mundane edition.
My computer upgrade, I literally bought it at Walmart, and it has that as a part. Like that's what it is.
So I think that I found what I want. I'm just waiting on some life things to settle before I pull the trigger on it. Because who doggy?
Who doggy?
I don't want to get into it too much during the stream, but you know.
I know.
You know my deep panic.
Something else that's worth considering, and that may help with at least the podcast aspect of it, is that recently I have reinvested in external hard drives for the podcast for storage.
That's true.
So I can, if you would like, we can also figure out a time where I can swing by and we can offload a lot of that onto the dual drives.
That's fair, yeah. I had an external back in the day that for whatever reason, I don't know why my brain wanted to take this project, but I made it so that Steam and all Steam games would be run off my external.
Oh, sure.
I don't know why I wanted to do that, but I did.
I mean, it's an extra hard drive, and you can, take it with you anywhere and ostensibly run games on any computer.
But I didn't go anywhere.
I mean, I still get that impulse, is what I'm saying. Because that definitely sounds like a thing I would have done in college.
Sure.
Okay, got more pale ales.
I've been trying to eat better recently, Chase.
Yeah, it's tough.
I've been trying to work out a little more.
Sure.
Eat more. I'm trying a low carb thing. And that includes beer.
Yes. I get it. I get it.
I'm finding I'm like I want to drink a beer.
Yeah.
You said pale ale, and I was like, ah, oh, fuck. Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to Marnie's.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start chopping some of the grass down here, get some hay.
Double check and see how much we have before you do that. Okay, cool. We got space.
We got space. We got space for another like 200 hay.
All right. Auto grabber perfectly. You want 2?
Grab 2.
Boom.
We've only got the two buildings, so
yeah, fair enough.
It'll save us some time every day.
The mayor's here to make sure that Marnie's business needs are met.
Wink.
Oh,
fucking perv.
Can't even pick up his damn boxers while he's there.
You think he would notice?
You'd think. Anytime.
They're there for the world to see.
Okay.
Don't have a good gift from Maru right now. I'm at 7 hearts.
Okay.
I need to come get a gift. What's she like? She likes diamonds. I remember that. She likes battery packs randomly. Because she's a science nerd.
Right.
Here, I got you this tin can full of lightning.
How does the auto grabber work? Does it just have to be in there overnight?
Just stick it in the building wherever you want. And then instead of like eggs laying on the ground and having to milk cows, all the animal products will just be in there. It's like a hopper, right?
Gotcha. Okay. It must just have to be in there overnight then.
Yeah. Like it'll, yeah, at the like start of the day when everything would drop.
Gotcha.
The only exception is the truffles for the pigs.
Right.
So like now, effectively, we could keep the chickens in the coop 24/7.
Sure.
Like since their happiness is pretty close to maxed out as well.
Right. Yeah. As soon as the auto petter's done, that's it. That's the game there.
Yeah. And then for the pigs, we just still need to let them out so they can sniff up truffles.
Right. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I've got a rabbit's foot. I'll put that in the purple chest for you, if you want that as a gift.
Yes.
Forgot
I just gave her a diamond. So.
Okay, there you go. Boom.
Oh yeah, give me that shiny electric can. Battery, people. One of my favorite like goofs to do. I like being like very adamant about things that are like half wrong, but that you can't at its core deny it. About how saying our brains are full of lightning.
Right. Because
our brains are full of lightning.
You're not wrong. It's true. It's weird.
Am I correct? Not exactly. But am I wrong? No.
Not exactly is the best kind of right to be.
Yeah. You are technically correct, which as we know is the best kind of correct. That's a Futurama quote, I think.
It is.
Look at all these fucking trees, mate. Oh yeah, I need to go swing down to the Forbidden Woods and check for those fiddleheads.
Oh yeah. Alright, what do we need? We need a pomegranate, which is fall. 3 apples, which is fall. A fried egg, fiddlehead, and poppy.
Fried egg we can just make.
Yeah.
It's just egg.
Just egg.
Do you remember the Unraveled with where they cook all the Breath of the Wild things?
I love that one, yes.
One of my I think it's maybe my favorite Unraveled. And one of my favorite moments from that is when they just eat an omelet and the two of them go, eggs. That's eggs.
That's eggs.
And what pops up on the screen is eggs, ... That's eggs, TM. That's just, whoever did that for the edit was absolutely a slam dunk. Secret note. Fiddlehead!
Yeah!
2, in fact. 3, in fact.
I'm gonna clean up some of the overgrowth forest we've got going on by our beach.
Sure. Eggs. That's eggs.
Because soon we will
Hi,
need...
Zan.
Oh, hello, Zan.
I still don't like eggs.
No?
No.
Gotcha.
And like, admittedly,
Picky eater.
Yes, I have improved significantly over the years.
Sure.
But I still sometimes do fall in the old habit of I look at a thing and smell a thing and be like, I don't want to eat that. That looks gross.
Sure.
And not without actually having tasted it. However, I have had eggs before.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't like them.
That's fine. Like, you can not like eggs.
Last time...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it'd be weird if you never had eggs. Not liking eggs like that, whatever. I don't get that, but, Because,
the last time I had eggs was when, this is very appropriate, because Zan just hopped into the chat, when me and Zan are at Gen Con.
Oh, yeah.
We had brunch or something at a place, and I got a breakfast burrito.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, ooh, this thing looks great. And it had, every ingredient listed on it, even including, the tortilla. And eggs wasn't on that list. So I was like, perfect. A breakfast burrito for someone who doesn't like eggs. And then it came with eggs, because of course it did. It's a breakfast burrito.
Right.
But, do you see where I was coming from, at least?
I do. No, for sure.
Chuck asks, what's the favorite Griffin food? Man, favorite? I really like Mexican. I'm a big fan of Mexican cuisine. Fajitas are just amazing because it's just grilled meat and vegetables.
You really can't go wrong.
some sauce. Like, you can't go wrong. I really like eggs excluded. I really like breakfast food.
Yeah.
Secret note.
I had forgotten about that weird little brunch place.
Yeah, that weird sort of like kind of hipstery, like neo hipster brunch.
Yeah,
place.
like hipster but with money.
Yeah.
That money hipster place.
It was no strangest thing though.
No. What could be?
That was unironically good.
How would that come up like twice in a week?
What do you mean?
I feel like we just talked about that while we were playing Sea of Thieves the other day.
We might have. I don't know. Maybe because Zach was talking about wanting to go to Gen Con real bad.
Oh, probably.
Because the boy still hasn't been to a con, because this year we had a pandemic going on.
We did have a bit of a demi.
What?
Wow, I got you with that one, huh?
That was really good.
Thank you.
Sharp, it was quick.
Okay.
How did the demi going on?
Just, just a light case of the demis.
God damn it.
Yeah, good weird. Good weird. Zan, for sure. Yeah. No, I definitely want to go back. There are the thing like just riding that constant sensory overload. What's up?
In an effort to pet Mushu in front of my bed, I picked up my entire bed.
These things happen. Oh, look at that money.
Yeah. See, I didn't have the. I don't think I ever hit a point during Gen Con where I felt like it was sensory overload.
No, I mean, it was only the dealer's room, just because there was so much stuff.
Sure, I guess. I get it. I was just like, yeah, like it was my senses were at full capacity, yes. But I don't know if I ever felt like overwhelmed necessarily.
Sure.
And again, I am that is my favorite terrain, so if you will.
I just got the first pull from the auto grabber. Oh man.
It's nice.
Oh man, that is new since the last time I've played.
Yeah, it's real handy
at this stage of the game.
Swing by the greenhouse when you're
yeah.
When you're done. We're gonna go on a journey together, you and I.
Oh.
Oh yeah, tired at the end of the day for sure. My other one, the other quick Gen Con anecdote I will give was after our LARP adventure.
Yes.
And you and me and Zan lying on the floor of a hallway afterwards, and I'm just sitting there with the realization of like, oh, I understand what a short rest is now. Because I was laying there with a bandana over my face to absorb all of the moisture coming out of my head. And just like chugging water, reaching up to a water fountain to refill it. Anyway.
Yes.
You see this berry right here?
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab that.
Sweet gem berry.
Now follow me if you will.
Okay.
We going to the woods, boy.
Oh, this is that steak thing. That what's it called? What's his name? The statue
Master
guy,
Cannoli?
right? Yeah, Master Cannoli.
Running through the rain to the woods where we're gonna talk to a statue.
While I'm
here. Yeah.
I know you were refilling your can, but from my perspective, it did look like you were watering the lake. Oh, fuck.
Ah!
That's what I get for looking down and checking out the chat while I'm running. And now I'm milking the slime. That doesn't work.
So I will read the statue. It says, Old Master Cannoli, still searching for the sweetest taste. Why don't you give Master Cannoli what he wants?
Oh my. Oh, hey. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have another one planted, so I can come grab mine once that one's done.
Found a Stardewd. Mine is filled with thoughts of podcasts. Maximum energy level has increased. Excellent.
Milking creatures of substances other than milk is odd. Yeah.
Yeah.
We covered that in my quest game briefly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been, for the sake of this, you know, Quest doesn't have an extensive monster manual.
Sure.
So I've been taking to Pinterest to find, like, concept art for cool creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll figure out what they do. And I threw some, you know, some big kind of crocodilian, like, river lizards.
Sure.
But they could breathe fire. They would spray an accelerant substance out from, you know, within, in the same way a snake would, like, shoot venom at you.
Right.
And then there would be some sort of, you know, biological ability to create a spark at the base of their throat, which would then cause that entire thing to combust. Mm-hmm. And after the fight, they went about milking the lizards for their biological kerosene, which they used to great effect.
Just gonna put these away. I'm gonna wait until the rest of those finish up.
I will say, in working with a keyboard today, I found my new favorite way to walk.
What's that?
This shit out. You ready?
Are you just tapping one button after the other, real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom.
Randy's. Big fire. That was a proud GM moment because I did not prompt them at all
to
get
the kerosene.
Get the kerosene, knowing full well that I had a creature down the docket that was a creature from the Quest monster book.
Sure.
A big slime that is immune to all damage except fire.
Ah, good stuff.
I was very proud of them. Yeah, they're called blood jellies.
Ew.
Yeah, they're just your big standard gelatinous cube style slime ooze monster.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, immune to all damage except fire.
Huh.
Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't that something? All right, let's take a look here. What is the house upgrade? Okay. Oh, next house grade is only 100,000, and that'll get us the basement. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that right now. Because we've got 200,000.
Yeah.
Hell yes. No wood for that. I mean, start aging things. Putting an even longer gap in between us and money, but more money. That is the only problem with it, is like you have to be really choosy about what you actually end up casking. Because everything will, you know, you'll get way more money for it, but...
I think wine is the big one.
No, for sure, but you also want to keep, like, a flow of things, because I remember from when I was playing on my own, I would have, like, chests and chests full of wine, because it takes so much longer to age than anything else.
It does. I think you can age cheese in them as well.
You can,
which is fun. Ooh, the rain sounds inside the greenhouse are very good.
Ooh, on my way. I know I've heard them before, but I want to share that with the listeners.
I heard a nice little. There's a good like rumble of thunder.
Ah, love it, love it.
There is a line that there's an alternate reality where Griffin became a sound designer.
Sure.
More so than I am presently.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Griffin's having a decent time with his life.
Oh, nice. We got a lightning strike on the lightning rod.
Hey.
It's making a battery.
Nice. Because I got to do some like sound design. Obviously, I sound design within the podcast a little bit.
Oh, sure.
I put the ads together for Pet Shop, and that can be arguably considered sound design. But I got to do sound design for a children's theater show once, and that was so much fun because it was so weird too.
Sure.
I had to come up with the sound effect of all the characters were kitty cats.
Okay.
And the villains were all made of yarn.
Haley watered the crops today.
Oh, nice, thanks, Haley. So there was a yarn golem basically that I had to figure out the sound design for a kitty cat. For the monster entering the scene, first of all.
Yes.
And then a kitty cat eating the yarn monster.
Okay. Huh.
So I think what it ended up doing, I found some like big monster footsteps. I think they were honestly like Godzilla footsteps. Did that. I recorded some of me yelling into a microphone like a monster and doing some distortion to make it sound like a monster. I then, it's like mid growl, it kind of has a Scooby-Doo like moment. And then I tacked in a like the classic kitty cat like kind of like high pitched thing.
Yeah.
Found a sound effect file of like basically someone dropping just like a bunch of like heavy linens, so, just cloth hitting the ground.
Sure.
And then I found the Walt Disney cartoon biting sounds. It's like those really classic like kind of sound effects. And then kind of just layered a couple of those on, and that all happened in like the course of a brief blackout. And then the lights come back up, and there's just a big pile of yarn on the stage that one of the actors who's playing the kitty cat just has in her mouth. Just
choice.
And I was like, why am I doing this? It was like when I made Grumble, I was just kind of sat back and realized, like, what the fuck have I just done?
Right. I've done, because Cassie directs on a regular basis, and every so often, she will ask me to come up with some kind of similarly weird sound design thing. And I remember one time she had me do, what was that exactly? It was for Honk, and it was a bunch of ducks being like shot at. So I had to. Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
And I did it. It was, I found ducks flapping, and the problem is, you want to get the gunshots in there, but you can't make them too scary because it's a kids show.
Right.
Okay.
The one that I struggled the most with was like there was a rope bridge that was supposed to snap.
Okay.
And so I was trying real hard on that one. I managed to get like the classic, like, I think it was from like a sail pack of like the ropes creaking. That kind of sounds. And then the snap, I ended up doing like a whip crack, I think.
Hey, we need to talk about what Zan just dropped in the chat real quick.
I once had to make the sound of an octopus unwrapping a bathtub covered in plastic wrap. Huh.
Like, I want On one hand, I do want
Context?
literally any context. On the other, I just know that context not only will not help, but will make it worse. Like, that's magical. That's wonderful.
I just watered one of the pigs. Ignore me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sound design was very fun. For a another show I did, it was less like sound effects and stuff, but it was like a fairy tales kind of thing.
Mm.
And so I had one of the kids who was the big bad wolf, and he was, you know, like 6.
Sure.
So, like, his howl was him going, ah. But what I did, because I thought it would be fun, is I brought my microphone into the theater, and I had them all. I basically did some takes for them, like doing the sound effects that I wanted them to do, and then you know, did some edit magic on them. So that's I made sound effects, but like at their core, it was still the voices of the actors, which I thought was very fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because there's the same thing for like Little Red snoring in like bed. There were a couple others, but they were all like the actual voices at their core, the actual voices of the actors, which I thought was very cute.
Nice.
And I got to kind of show them the process too of like, here's your voice, you hear it? Now I'm gonna do this to it. It's not gonna sound like you. And they were like, and, you know, they're children, so they were like, whoa.
Ah, that's great. Hey, buddy. I got a rainbow shell.
Ooh, nice. I feel like we need that for some reason.
Same. I'm gonna put that in the purple
Is it
chest.
the thing? It's. How do I get to my quest? I press buttons. Oh, one of the buttons I hit did it. Aha. I don't think we have the quest yet.
Gotcha.
But it's like you put it. It's in the tunnel. It's in the creepy tunnel.
Gotcha.
It's from Mr. Key.
I mean, there's one that's a battery in the creepy tunnel.
Maybe that's it. But the rainbow shell is also for one of those things. Hello,
Gotcha.
Finn.
Hey, Vin.
What's going on, my man?
All right.
I got a grape.
Grape.
It's Hot Dude Summer.
It's Hot Dude Summer.
Hot Brew Summer?
Hot Brew Summer.
Because we got our brewery working now.
We do.
We have a lot of kegs, honestly.
We do. I haven't filled a lot of them. I'm waiting for a couple of them to finish up, and then I'm gonna dump a whole bunch of stuff in there at the same time.
Swoop.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go pick up more hops?
Sure. Oh, do we have?
Hops are for summer, so I mean, like.
I mean, we've
I
got.
them in the greenhouse.
We have a literal infinite amount from the greenhouse.
I guess, but like, we only get like 9 a day.
Sure.
At some point, our ability to make beer will be outpaced by the amount of hops we can accrue in a given day.
That's the thing. It's like that infinite amount of hops is carrying us quite well. And we do have so much, like, random fruits. Like, we're going to be drowning in strawberry wine shortly.
True. Because we also have infinite, and I've only been putting the like non-star strawberries in that chest.
Good call.
I've been selling the silver and gold star straws. I guess we're gonna go hit up the mines so we can keep our resource game strong.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's almost like 5. Hold off for today, probably.
Psh, you can't tell me what to do.
I mean, I can't.
How about this?
I'll
go to the quarry. How about that?
There we go.
And I'll pick up what's here. Oh, see, well worth it. There's an iridium chunk here.
Oh, hell yeah. Gonna make a few more bee houses.
And we got a prismatic shard!
Hell yeah.
Do you have the super sword yet? The galaxy sword?
I do not.
Do you want it?
Sure.
Do you know how to get it?
No.
Alright, we're going on an adventure. Hang on.
Okay, hold on one second. I've made several bee houses so we can be drowning in honey as well.
Okay. We can't go on the adventure today.
Okay.
But I think since you're the one who normally does the mines of the two of us,
yeah.
we'll give you the super sword.
Cool.
Yeah, the Galaxy Sword is quote-unquote the best sword in the game.
Sure.
I think with the recent expansion, there's a new best sword in the game.
Uh-huh.
But, do they need to be adjacent?
I don't know. I'm just trying to create a pleasing design here.
You could put them along this, like, bottom row here.
But then you can't see that. See what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Okay.
And I want to move, if I may.
You may.
I want to move, this one, just so this is where I can stand to water.
Sure.
And then I'll put this one, like, right here.
Cool.
I can make this symmetrical.
Going on a sword hunt.
There. That's aesthetically pleasing.
Excellent. Yeah, there we go.
Are you satisfied, my Dark Overlord?
What do you think, boss?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, no. He demands.
The greatest of treasures.
The Shard of Prisma. Have I ever told you like this about this NPC that was in my first ever D&D game?
I don't think so.
No, so this was back when I very first, like my second campaign ever. It was my roommate's boyfriend Ken who was running the group, and it was an Eberron game, and we were playing in this area. We were playing in Sharn, which is like a big magical technopolis kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an illegal like magic experimentation lab that we were diving into. And they were experimenting with taking souls and putting them into gems.
Cool.
And we were going through the through this lab, and we get into a fight, and this goblin who's chained up gets knocked into like 30 of these gems, and they get like he gets stabbed with them. So we heal him, but he gets healed with the gems. So he becomes a hive mind for all 30 souls.
Oh.
And
cool.
He renamed himself as Prisma because he had many multicolored gems in him. Yes, Finn, the City of Towers. And Prisma became a goblin freedom fighter because he had 30 people inside of him, and all of them agreed that goblin oppression was bullshit. And like what a good character, like an NPC beat, because every time we'd get back, like the goblin force would get stronger because it was a 30-person hive mind at the head of it now.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Now, I frequently regret that Ken didn't stick around to join our gaming group, because he would have done very well. Mm-hmm. At least in the modern iteration. I don't think he would have put up with the bullshit that we used to. Yeah.
We are a breath away from playing in person again.
Like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that?
Something like that. We're close.
I will be...
It's on the horizon.
Like 100% down for trying to rejoin on Sunday nights if that becomes a reality again.
Mm-hmm.
God, I miss it. Ugh. And I know Chuck would be probably down for joining up as well, because I don't think he's ever, like, Chuck, I'm not sure if you're still here. Have you ever played in person? Oh no, except with me doing a couple like downtime things. And yeah, Zan can confirm the quality of person that Ken is.
Nice.
Bum. Pet the piggy. Okay.
Got more strawberries.
Hell yeah.
You know, I might just sell this entire batch.
I mean, worth it. I ain't mad. We got so much that we can throw into kegs. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, Chuck is still here.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, and he has never played in person, so we've gotta rectify that at some point in the future.
I think coming up, you and I have plans to play or DM at least something for our good friend Zach Rob's bachelor party.
That's true. That's true, and I'm very excited for what you've got planned.
It's gonna be so stupid.
It's gonna be so stupid. I don't want to say what it is because Zach Rob, I don't think he's in the chat. I don't think he's lurking, but sometimes he does like to pop in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I kind of told him the other day.
Sure.
When we were hanging out.
Right. Oh no, it was the NPC. That's what it was.
It was the particular.
Yeah.
I have a one of my plans for Zach Rob's D&D bachelor party is something that I'm entitling Zach Rob Legends, where it's just a boss rush of all of Zach's old characters.
Yes.
Oh man, which would transcend systems as well.
Oh, for sure.
Like his Monster Hearts characters are going to be D&D bosses. Like his Quest character is going to be a D&D boss. I have to come up. I'm such a motherfucker for making stat blocks. I love making stat blocks, dude.
I want to try and get another AP recording session in within the next couple of weeks, just because we've got two wedding. We have two weddings and I have two bachelor parties in the next month, ish. So I want to. And between work and everything else, I want to have a bit of a backlog for me to be able to work on a couple of episodes.
Right. My tenuous life circumstances notwithstanding.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's give us some backlog to work with, but on top of everything else. But I need to get some stat blocks built out for that as well. Because I don't think you'll get into a fight. But you also could decide to throw hands at any given moment, and that's fine.
Look, give me like challenge me. I want you to make Mordecai throw hands.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. There's a useless train passing through Stardewd Valley. You know what this game really needs? A fucking call horse button.
Yeah.
Like, I want the Geralt whistle, and then I turn around and my horse is there.
Yeah, that'd be really handy. I think season one Mordecai, he was figuring out the multi-class thing.
Sure.
Season 2 Mordecai was very druidic.
Oh, for sure.
I want to see the barbarian Mordecai this season.
Mm-hmm.
Hot barbarian summer.
Hot barb summer.
Because unless things change and I know we're clearly not gonna get to level 20. But
don't say clearly. You have set a couple of potential plans that you have that could easily take you to level 20.
Okay.
I also may decide to power level you guys towards the end so we can see these characters at level 20. Because I also like that. You've been playing him for what, 4 years now? Seems like a tease if I don't give you an opportunity to get to level 20.
It's the progression that's part of the fun.
No, for sure.
I would be satisfied with level 15.
Okay.
Because I love these characters, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
I don't know if they're characters worthy of reaching level 20.
All right.
Because lest we forget that level 20 characters are supposed to be literal world influencing god champions.
That's fair.
And like, we've done a lot of shit for our neck of the woods, and like big scale shit for our neck of the woods.
Sure.
But we're in our neck of the woods still.
Fair enough, fair enough.
We're not dealing with world-ending threats, we're dealing with country-ending threats, which to me is like level 15, 16.
Uh-huh.
But, to my point, long ago, I determined what Mordecai's level 20 build would be.
Right.
And that would be Barbarian, 6 Druid. And I'm at 6 Druid, so there's only left to go as Barbarian. Because, like, at his core, he's a brawler.
You're not wrong, Chuck. Jackson is a bit of a god champion.
Fair, but like level 20 Jackson would mean him becoming like Seraphim status.
Yeah.
Like in 100 years when Jackson's still alive. Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, like, Mordecai's either gonna die of old age or get killed by a forest before he reaches 20.
I have thoughts.
I'm still like, I re-listened to all the Chernobog shit, and like, season 2 spoilers, just if anyone hasn't listened yet, I guess take your headphones off for like 30 seconds. Mordecai still wants to... Everyone gone? Cool.
Yeah.
Mordecai still wants to like, talk to, like figure that forest the fuck out.
I know.
But I feel like that's an epilogue thing. I don't feel like that's necessarily something that will get covered or should get covered over the course of the story. That feels like a epilogue side beat for Mordecai.
Look, we will address it when the time comes. I have thoughts, and a lot of it's going to depend on what y'all do.
Well, yeah, that's how D&D works.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to go on Sword Adventure today.
Oh, shit. Yes,
tomorrow,
we did.
Tomorrow, well, probably go to break after today.
Yeah. No, when we come back from break, Sword Adventure.
Adventure.
We just got so into doing the work.
Yeah. Bedtime Scarecrow.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we will see you all very shortly.
Sword Adventure.
Sword Adventure.
Sword Adventure.
We live once again.
Well, we were always live.
That's true. All right.
Always
Animals.
technically live.
Hey, basement's done.
Nice. Sword Adventure.
Ugh. And so many and the kegs are already down here. Amazing.
Yes. Crops, animals, Sword Adventure.
Yes.
You do animals.
Yep.
I got this. Maximum watering efficiency. A final note on our conversation about our DAP characters and their epilogues and stuff. Jackson and Zafir talked about retiring several times.
They have. And I am going to... The way for me to challenge that is to give them reasons to not do it. So
right.
I'm looking forward to putting those in very shortly.
Mm.
Right, I got some cheese that I can throw into some kegs, into some casks rather, not kegs. That would be weird.
Yes. Cheese beer. Cheese vodka. Don't eat the hops, Cold Iron. Good. I don't know if I'm bartending tonight, but I hope I'm bartending tonight.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you really like it.
I do. I feel like it's going to be really busy tonight, because it was really busy last night.
Sure.
And I would rather, I think, be behind the bar than on the floor.
Yeah.
It went a lot faster. I'll say that. Time went by a lot faster, it felt like.
I absolutely believe that, with just more to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, everything is watered.
Gonna drop off these cheeses in the aging casks, and I'll be good to go.
What's up, Mushu? My darling boy.
My darling boy.
to take a. I've seen it before, but I want to see it again. Yeah, oh, we literally passed each other.
Oh, hey, buddy.
We passed each other in the loading screen. All right. I'm gonna give this to you.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to the desert.
Awesome. Desert bus.
What's up, Pam? I gotta wait for Pam. I wonder if you get on the bus first and it drives away. Will I have to wait?
I don't know. I mean, it probably won't disappear for you. I will probably just go on the
Maybe.
bus and it won't move. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
I'm on the bus. It is driving away.
All right, I'm getting on the bus.
Okay,
Your theory
yeah.
was right. All right. To the desert.
We have arrived. Well, I have arrived.
All right.
There you are.
Got that prismatic shard?
Yep.
Bring it this way. You see that circle?
Yeah.
Stand on the circle.
Oh. Whoa. Huh. Galaxy Sword. Holy shit.
Yeah, peep the stats on that sword.
All right, so let's take a look here. For comparison point, I had the Obsidian Edge, 30 to 45 damage, -1 speed, +10 crit. 60 to 80 damage, +4 speed.
It's a good sword.
Yeah, it's a good sword. I'm gonna stick my nose in the skull caverns.
Oh, I'm stepping into the shop for the first time, so I got
Oh,
to
yeah.
get some Sandy. Oh, there's a skip button. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some Stardewd.
Oh, sure.
Because we make fucking hella wine out of that shit.
Yeah, we do.
That's I think, if I remember right, a twice aged starfruit wine is like the most lucrative item in the game.
Interesting.
Like starfruit wine is up there with one of the like most valuable things. So I bought 18. I'll stick them in the greenhouse.
Cool, cool.
Actually, we've got time, and it's summer. I'll just plan them out with everything else. Do another half a field. Mushu, buddy, you're sleeping on a torch.
What are you doing, man?
That can't be comfy. Or it's incredibly comfy, and you're fireproof. In which case, I'm very happy for you.
Yeah. Fireproof
Stop
dog,
fruits. I would love a fireproof dog.
right? Also, wouldn't say no to a staff fruit right now.
Don't know if I've ever had a staff fruit.
It's pretty good. Actually, a surprisingly underrated ice cream topper.
Huh? A topper?
Well, like you know, a topping.
Okay.
Like you cut up a couple of pieces of star fruit, you put it on there.
Sure. Huh. Alright. Computer, why did you make that noise? Oh. Computer just decided to recognize my controller, which
Oh,
I
that's
haven't
nice.
been using for the past hour. Weird. I need to tell you about the incredibly horrible thing that happened to me in a video game.
Oh no.
Last Tuesday. I was having a busy day. I was kind of stressed out. I was kind of overwhelmed, and so I took some brain time off of game because Monster Hearts can be a little taxing sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
And I just decided to like get some work done, chill a little bit, and toward the end of my night, I decided to sail around the seas playing some Sea of Thieves.
Nice.
And I was just kind of minding my own fucking business.
Uh-huh.
You know, just one-man crew going around. I was picking up some chests, and I kind of zoned out, was listening to AP for the recap, and I ended up accumulating a lot of chests, like 12 chests on my ship.
Oh, nice.
And I sail into port to drop them all off. And for those who don't know, Sea of Thieves is a game that's always PvP. But, you know, there's maybe like, I don't know, 3 to 5 crews on any given server.
Yeah, no, it is kind of rare to run into somebody.
But I ran into some folks. I ran into a four team. And they were like, friendly! I was like, yeah, friendly. It's like, do you want to make an alliance? I'm like, honestly, I'm just dropping off and I was going to call it a night.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, have a good night. And then one of the guys, you know, they hop onto my ship and they're doing the little like dance emotes and stuff.
Sure.
And we're just kind of being friendly as I'm running chests one by one to the drop-off point.
Sure.
And I get back and one of the guys just shoots me point blank and kills me.
Rude.
And his friends are yelling at him.
Right.
Like, and then I was just like, all right, I'm fucking done with this. Like, get off my ship. Off.
Yeah.
And they kill me again. I'm like, all right, this is war. And so I kill a bunch of them, and they steal some of my shit. I managed to get away with like half my shit still. And I'm sailing off to another outpost. I'm like, fuck these clowns.
Right.
I'm out. I'm sailing. And there's like the bell on the ship, right?
Yeah.
I go down to check my bearing on the map, and I hear ding, 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 ding.
Oh no.
Like,
the bell is coming from inside the ship.
I go up to the deck. There's no one there. I go back down, check the map, and I hear ding, 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 ding. Again, he's up in my crow's nest.
I figure that's where this was going.
I look up and I was like, huh, how the fuck did you get up there? And I'm sailing away from his friend. So he's like, hey, can you take me back? I'm like, no. You and your friends killed me a bunch of times.
You did a home invasion. What are you talking about?
I try to climb up there and kill him. He shoots me with a blunderbuss. I go back down and I heal up. And so then the next 10 minutes is me with the rifle out, spent trying to get a bead on this guy and take headshots at him while like... Eventually I get him off my ship, and then I run into a different crew who sinks me immediately.
Ugh. That is a giveth and taketh away game, for sure.
Zach and I working together though, we are fucking dangerous. We had because the biggest ship, the galleon, which is for like the 4-person crew.
Yes.
The 2 of us in our dinky little sloop, we were able to sail circles around this other galleon who started shit and just like our general demeanor in that game is we are retaliatory only.
Right.
Like we're not going to actively engage unless engaged upon. And they fired like 2 shots at us, and it's like, okay, game on, assholes.
Right.
And we went into full battle mode and did some work. We've become quite the efficient team.
Nice.
I'm enjoying that game quite a bit. I'm glad he convinced us to buy it.
Yeah, it's a good game. I wish I had played it a little bit more. I just walked into the house, and I'm sure the stream will catch up here in a second. Haley's just looking at the skeleton. And I'm a little concerned.
It's like anytime Mushu goes right up next to the scarecrow.
Right, and just barks at it. Don't like that.
Mushu, what do you know, buddy? Do you know something we don't? You're sketching me out. Alright.
Okay. Ooh, poppies are done.
Nice. I mean, we can pick one to do the community center and keep the ones that are next to the honey, just so that they're... I'll do that.
Cool. Alright. Alright, let's do...
I just realized something, Chase.
What's that?
I don't think these beehives on the corners are getting any.
Oh.
Because I think it has to be adjacent.
Gotcha.
I think that's our collective goof.
We'll figure it out soon enough.
Yeah. I will go water everything, and I'll run this poppy down to the community center.
Excellent. All right.
Our cabbages might be done too.
Nice. Do not eat the hops.
Nope, not yet. farm.
Gonna age up this pale ale.
Make it super pale.
Exactly, the palest.
The palest. Ooh, the palest ale.
Palest ale.
Can my job just become coming up with names for things and people providing paper money for them? Because, like, I say things like that offhandedly, and that's something that a marketing department could spend, you know, thousands of dollars on coming up with. And then I just say them because they hop into my head. I just want to be... Here's the scene. Here's the scene I want you to imagine.
Yeah.
A boardroom, a marketing team. Hey, we just launched this new product. We got to come up with we're about to launch this new product. We got to come up with a name for it. Focus groups have really liked the presentation and the taste and everything like that. We're like good to go. We just need a name. And there's like 30 minutes of silence as people are just struggling to come up with anything good.
Mm-hmm.
And then some guy gets up, slams his hands on the desk and says, "God damn it. All right, call him in." And I walk in wearing a like Big Lebowski style, wearing a robe and sunglasses, and I just sit down in a chair. The lights change, bongos play, and smoke fills the room. And then everyone just kind of stares for another like 5 minutes until the bongos come to a crescendo, and then you hear just uttered, "The palest ale." And they all go, "Ah, yeah!" That's my dream job. Vin, yes, we can absolutely start a firm. I helped my sister come up with the name for her Etsy shop.
Oh, yeah.
That's about all and I came up with Stardewd Valley.
Yeah, you did come up with Stardewd Valley.
Which is, to my credit, I think one of the best things I've ever named.
I mean, it's very good, but I also did enjoy the Sea of Thieves stream brainstorming session.
You know what I want to do.
I do. I know that cursed thing.
I was trying to come up with names for a pirate stream.
Uh-huh.
But like, we also, you know, we're all theater folks, and we role play a lot when we're playing Sea of Thieves just by ourselves. So I was trying to come up with something that had a little bit of a theater edge to it, and I came up with Commedia dell'arte.
It's very good. I do hate it. Vin, you are correct.
Thank you, Vin. I don't think you guys heard me the first time. Commedia dell'arte.
No, we heard you.
I'm basing the success of that name purely off of
my wife's derision of it.
Yes, because she felt the same way about Stardewd Valley.
She did.
Which, as we know, is a complete success.
Right.
Oh, hey, I didn't actually need the other chimeberry or whatever the fuck to get the star drop.
Oh, nice.
So we can turn this into wine and make shit ton of money off of it.
I've made another 10 aging casks.
Hell yeah. Oh, wait, you can make the aging casks?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're relatively cheap, too.
I did not know you could do that.
Yeah, you can... Oh, I need one more. There are 11 casks in a row. That's annoying.
Can you pick them up and move them?
You can, but, like, I'll just make another one. It's fine. Actually, is there... Do we have enough to make the workshop or the tool bench? No, that's something we gotta buy, I think. Whatever. I'll do that later. Cask.
I think it's a craftable.
The workbench?
Yeah, the thing that lets you like draw like when you're crafting at it, it pulls from adjacent chests.
I don't have it. If it is a craftable, I do not have it.
Let me see here. Oh yeah, aging casks. Look at that. Okay, you might be right. Yeah, I'm wrong. Oh, by the way, we haven't touched on it at all this episode yet. but the mayor is out there somewhere.
Ah, fuck, right, Mayor Blueberry. Ah, jeez, I got 30 minutes to find him. God damn it.
Okay, I was running up against the clock pretty hard last time too.
All right, well, I've done ample
I'm
choring
gonna put
for
this,
today.
Sweet gem berry in one of the casks or kegs to make wine out of. Oh, get off the horse. Thank you. I'll put it in. Oh, except all the kegs are occupied. I'll put it in the chest for later.
Yes.
Bink. All right, time to community center. Here, do you want Beanie Horse for your hunt?
Sure. Yeah, I'm up by the community center right now.
Cool, I'll meet you there. All right. Hey.
Hey.
Have fun.
Whee!
No, don't eat the poppy. Chef's bundle. Ta-da!
Huzzah.
Let's see if I can go find future wife.
What is that?
Excuse me.
Just flowers? That's just flowers.
I do remember where I hid him, by the way.
Okay, good.
I was trying to find where I wrote it down because I did write it down.
Yes.
But I remember anyway. I couldn't find the writing, ironically.
I mean, just the act of writing it down kind of helps log that in your brain a bit more.
This is true. Mushu, don't trample the blueberries. God, man.
Moosh.
Come on, Moosh.
Be a bud, Moosh. What's going on?
Being a dink. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, present for future wife. And then finding future wife. Doom, doom.
Ah, found him.
Hey! Mayor located. Not a terribly hidden away one. But...
No, but look, they can't all be. There's only so many places.
Yeah. All right, I will refrain from looking at the stream while you do your hiding.
Yes.
Wop 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 wop. All right, Maru, where you at, girl? I have to give you this foot of a rabbit. But for some reason you will like. Where are you? Are you by the lake? Light. Robin, where's your kid? I would like to give her... with this gift, I might hit 8 hearts.
Nice.
Because I'm at 7, and I gave her a gift... I've given her 1 gift. Aha! Found you! Yeah?
Yeah?
Still at 7. Damn it. I'll give her 1 more tomorrow. I really like my purple shirt and bow tie. It's a very good look still.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mentioned this before, but on my Switch game, which I haven't touched in a while, honestly.
Sure.
But I got this cool denim jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what item I threw in the sewing machine to make it, but it's a good look. Bum 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 bum. Oh hello.
Oh hello.
It's time for the honking of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness me.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did you ever play the game Killing Floor?
Yes. Not much. I've played it co-op a couple of times. That's it.
Yeah. So the characters by and large in that game are British, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they refer to money as dosh.
Yes.
As I have a few times in this.
Yes.
That's also a game where there are like, you know, collectibles kind of hidden throughout the stage, like,
sure.
like secret things, kind of like in Resident Evil, where you would find like the blue coins to shoot throughout the course of the level. During a holiday special that Killing Floor had going on, my friends and I were big into finding those collectibles, and by that I mean 3 of us fought the zombies while my friend Mike did all of the collectible hunting. And it became dubbed as doshing through the snow.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty good.
Which I always thought was funny.
Wow, 5 beans. God damn it.
Doshing, and it had the song had two lines for the parody, and it was simply doshing through the snow, dosh 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 dosh. That was a game where, because I innately came in late to the party, I became the medic in that game. Which is weird because you shoot people to heal them. You have health guns.
Health gun.
And
what are they gonna do? Create a whole new mechanic for their gun game? No. What wine is this? Cherry wine.
My old roommate played a medical doctor in one of our homebrew sessions. Dr. Hank Healthman. And because he was an alien, and that's what he named himself.
Right.
That's what he named himself after his profession.
Oh, Haley made me hash browns.
Oh, that's very cute. But he had a health gun that he would shoot people with, and the canonical mechanic was that it would heal you for 7 hit points, but it dealt 2 hit points of damage to you in the process.
Right. So you
So
still come out net positive.
Right, but the joke was if that 2 damage would knock you below 0, the damage was applied first.
Right.
But then the healing would be applied immediately after. So if you had like 2 hit points left, you would get hit and go, ah! And then pop back up.
Just
to 5.
immediate resuscitation.
Yeah. My old roommate would further amplify this by having a little Nerf gun with him at all times that he would shoot in my direction, or the direction of whoever the GM was.
Sure.
To indicate that he was firing at an enemy. He would frequently strike us.
Well struck. Thunderstruck.
No, don't water the chest, Griffin.
Go. And go. Perfect. Pet all the Gaminals.
Pet them. Pet them all. I'm gonna go for the rare double mare found this episode.
Ooh.
Because I have nothing else to do on this farm.
Fair enough.
Hey, Emily, you seen the mare? No, the real one.
The good mare.
The good mare. Yeah, I guess legally he's not the mayor yet.
Right.
Ah.
Did you find him?
You're not dead, Mr. Mayor. The rare double mare found. Found him in the graveyard. Sneaky, sneaky. That's how we're fucking playing it, huh?
Yep.
All right. Mare located. Game on. That might be impossible, but I'm gonna leave it there.
What? Impossible for me to find?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay.
It's a motherfucker of a one, I think.
Okay.
I feel like I've been going easy on you, so.
We need pick these.
Now let's move it over.
Pick these.
I like
what are we looking for?
I'm gonna go to the mines, I think.
All right, so we are beginning to close in on the end here. We still got another 20 minutes or so before before we'll sign off. But
Yeah.
I do want to address the fact that I won't be here next week.
You won't be here next week.
I won't be here. I have bachelor party number 1.
Yeesh. I remember you mentioning this, and I've been debating whether or not I want to try to do like an off-brand solo stream of something.
Sure.
Because I like streaming.
Yeah.
I also just don't know. My computer's been not the greatest lately.
Sure.
And so I honestly don't know if my computer's up for the task.
Up for streaming and playing something at the same time?
I mean, I think it will depend. Well, CSA, I think it would depend on the game. But as we discovered, I had difficulty streaming Stardewd for some reason.
That's true. Yeah, first time around.
Like, I've streamed before. Like, I did that entire Portal 2 stream with Zach.
It's true. It's true.
I've streamed a little bit of like Titanfall before. I've streamed a little bit of Hollow Knight before. Oh. I'll do some tests this week.
Okay.
And I'll keep everyone posted either on the Twitter or on our Ghostlight Media Discord.
Absolutely.
See if I can come up with a sort of one-off sort of stream idea. The challenge will be finding something that I can do for one time that I won't want to continue later. Because like if I stream Hollow Knight and people show up to hang out with me playing Hollow Knight, I'm not gonna. I got to keep going with that somehow.
Oh, for sure.
It's like my favorite game. I could stream like Amnesia in the middle of a Saturday afternoon.
Amnesia safe mode.
Yeah.
What is it? Through some method, I own Amnesia 2, and I never got around to playing it. I should try that at some
Machine
point.
for Pigs?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's a new one out.
Yes.
Which I have, but a friend of the show, Rin, has always been my spooky game buddy.
Oh, sure.
And, pandemic.
Right.
But there will soon come a time, either through me having a better computer or us being able to actually hang out together, that that can happen. Zan makes an excellent suggestion, Human Fall Flat.
Have I ever played Human Fall Flat? I don't think I have that one.
I do have that game.
And that game is, like, goofy fun.
It's
faux
bonkers fun. Maybe I can rope one of my old buddies into joining me for that. Zan, that's an excellent suggestion. That's the top of my list right now. Because you had an experience with Human Fall Flat recently, I believe. And I didn't play that game a ton, which would make it very fun for me to experience again. Yeah, that game is like... It's that soft body physics.
Oh, yeah.
Levels of goofiness.
Now, I was, back when that first came out, I was much more into, like, watching Let's Plays and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And that was a darling for a rip there. And with good reason. It's very funny.
Yes. Yeah, I'll bust out my old stream overlay and we'll have a dude's night out.
Dudes Fall Flat.
What other dumb shit games do I have? I mean, it could be a Sea of Thieves stream.
Could do that. You absolutely could swing that. You could do a solo Stardewd stream.
Could, but like,
I do have a one-man overlay for this, like, just in case one of us had just terrible connection.
Sure, but you're hosting the farm.
It's true.
I don't think I'd be able to get.
No, you would have to use your own farm.
Right, and then like at that point, I'm making progress for kind of the sake of nothing.
Sure.
But Human Fall Flat, Sea of Thieves.
I could
just try to. I'll just go back to my Hollow Knight file and pull out just the, do the most difficult boss rushes, do like the Path of Pain.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, just do Path of Pain. That'll take your time.
I mean, like, at this point, I've done the Path of Pain in Hollow Knight like 3 times over.
Okay.
I'm not saying I didn't struggle with it each time, but I can do it. The fun would be that I have not played Hollow Knight for a rip.
Sure.
So I would have to get my mojo back in order to have that success.
Yeah, I started a game of Hollow Knight, Jesus, like a couple of years ago on my Switch, and then I promptly fell off. And I want to get back to it because that game is so good, but the hump of relearning how to play that game is a wee bit brutal.
It's a tough one.
Ooh, I need to hit the mines sooner rather than later.
I was just there. What for?
Iron. And copper. I need to upgrade my axe because I have been
coming back with 41 copper.
Cool. Yeah,
I think. Secret note.
I think. Ooh, secret note.
It's just Griffin fall flat. Oh, I think we did this one already. It was the one near the bridge going down to the beach.
Oh yeah.
At like a certain time.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
where it's Marnie and the mayor, and the false mayor, excuse me.
Yes, the imposter. Kingdom 2 Crowns. I don't know if I've ever heard of that game before.
Oh yeah, no, I've played the first one. Is that
like that 2D?
Yeah, it's that side-scrolling like city building game.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it, but it is also very hard, at least for me. It is very minimal, but it is also very easy to mess up. Oh. Hey, Griffin. Should Haley and I have a baby?
That was fast.
Yeah, I mean, the answer is yes, because we're going to see, like, we're here for the content.
We got to have the lore, yeah.
Exactly.
I've actually never had a child in Stardew. I kind of have stopped playing my Switch game.
Sure.
I got to the point where me and Abigail were ready to adopt because I'm playing a lady in that game. And then I kind of stopped playing Stardew. Tomorrow's the luau. We gotta figure out what we're throwing into the pot. We have a gold starfruit in the quality chest. We could just do that.
That sounds good.
All right, cool.
Okay, is this?
I'm sure to grab that tomorrow.
Cool.
And I think Haley wants crops. And our red cabbages are done.
Nice.
So Human Fall Flat, Sea of Thieves, Kingdom. I think I'd have to buy Kingdom, but I think it's probably pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I could get my ass beat at Rocket League for like 2 hours straight. That could be fun. Let's see. See how far I can get in Junimo Kart. That's just 2 hours of Junimo Kart. I don't want to subject anyone to that.
Most of all yourself.
Yeah.
I do not want to eat the strawberry. I want to wind the strawberry.
That would be so tragic. I'll get Chuck in here, and I'll just replace the Greenlee brother for the day.
He can come over here and just use my setup to run everything.
We do a normal episode of Stardewds. Just do not acknowledge.
Do not acknowledge that I'm not here. I don't hate it.
That would be dumb.
It would be. I don't hate it.
I kind of hate it. It means I'd have to play Stardew Valley with Chuck for 2 hours.
Oh!
Hate that guy. That's what the Greenlee brothers are for. What, being replaceable?
That's why there's 3 of us.
We just fill in. You guys.
We have an energy, and we know that. Like, we recognize that there's a very specific energy that both of us bring. There we go. I like that much better. Oh, this is nice.
It's the same way. It's the same way between me and my sister. I was just telling someone at work about this, of how, like, we were raised on our dad's sense of humor, and like, but we also it's that sense of humor combined with our generation's sense of humor.
Sure.
And so anytime, and we go pretty long stretches without seeing one another, and we don't talk too much, not for any bad reason.
Sure.
It's just kind of our relationship. But like when we get back together, we are just usually cackling nonstop, and our parents just looking at us sideways.
Bundle complete.
Bundle complete. This is the Emily bundle.
Excellent.
And we got a seed maker.
Oh, good. All right. I have set up a chest in the cask room where we can start depositing things that need to be aged. I got some mead going in there now. No, not that. What else do I need? That can go in there. That's fine. Cool.
How's the brewery coming along?
It's coming. We need just so much iron and copper.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm gonna put the seed maker in the blue chest.
I mean, just get it set out somewhere, probably.
Fine. Nah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're in a mood.
Just to quote our good friend Zach Robb, I'm sorry for me. I'm going down to the iron levels.
I'm going to drop my axe off so that I can have better choppins.
Wow, maybe this is not the thing for me because it took me like 7 hits to kill one of these slimes.
Yeah, I'll be there in a second. I'll swap you.
Yeah, I'll stay on the copper levels.
Upgrade tools, copper axe. Cool.
Yeah, this is where I belong.
Yeah, I got that galaxy sword. This is not going to be a problem.
Yeah. I think I'm also only like level 4 combat. Diglett!
Diglett dig.
Diglett dig. Soon will come the time where Zach and I can do another shitty Pokemon episode for Pet Shop.
Ugh.
And make Nate do another
Savage Worlds.
No, do another Pokemon run.
Oh yes, pick his party.
Doing that.
Pick the least optimized party.
Like, I'm not gonna say that we went into the round 2 of shitty Pokemon with him in mind, but once we figured out our choices, we were like, God, I'm so sorry, Nate.
So here is my thought, as my unseen but present character within that fiction. Do another shitty Pokemon episode, but only pick shitty Pokemon that have been used in as gym leader battles.
Interesting.
That is so copper.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Shitty gym leaders.
Exactly. Like, because there's a lot to pick from there. Because that way you're at least giving, like, these are mons that at least at some point or another, some designer thought, yeah, this is emblematic. This is good enough to be, like, a main character fight.
But yeah, it limits us a little bit because or at least so far, we've been doing it by generation.
Oh, sure. Well, in that case.
Yeah. So next up is Gen 3. Which, like, honestly is going to be hard because Gen 3 kicks ass.
Chuck is asking if that third brother also brings the same energy. I think he probably does. I think there is... look, there is... Because there are 3 of us, and, like, Charlie and I are the most similar. by a very good long shot. Ooh, I got an award that I need to go and pick up now.
There's some dispute because Chuck says the third Greenlee does not have this energy.
I think it's the most different, but I think there is a manic quality that, depending on the day, all three of us can bring.
Interesting.
It's there. It doesn't come out often. It like definitely it was more prevalent when he was a kid, but like I remember this. Ooh, I got the insect head sword. It is 10 to 20 damage, plus 2 speed, plus 2 crit chance.
It's no Galaxy Sword.
No.
Ha.
I'm gonna dip down here. Oh, why is it? There we go. That's not what I wanted. Come on. There we go.
If I had a capture card for my Switch, I would just do Hades for 2 hours.
I have been thinking about it a little bit. Because I got the Stream Deck, and so that's made by the Elgato company. And so I decided to hop on their subreddit, and 85% of the people on that subreddit are complaining that their Elgato capture cards don't work.
Oh no.
It is just like, hey, I'm getting this weird screen tearing. What's going on? And everybody's like, yeah, I don't know. Have you done this? Yeah? No? Sorry.
Rip.
Xanad is the insect... Here, the insect head sword. It's just a bug head. And if I was more ardent in looking earlier, I would have found it. Like, this would have been a go-to sword. I have had this be a go-to sword for me.
I've about mined all I can mine.
Yeah, I've still got a good bit yet to go.
I got one layer left that I can do. And then we'll probably...
We'll be done, yeah, no, this is it.
Yeah. Dang. Dude, time flies out here in Hot Dude Summer.
Mm-hmm. We got through a third of Hot Dude Summer today.
Yeah. I feel like it's usually taking us about 3 streams per season.
That's fair. I have a feeling that math probably checks out. Maybe a little bit less.
Well, because I think so far we've been pretty consistent on always ending a stream or ending a season at the end of a given stream, you know?
That is true. Ooh, got a secret note. What do we got?
I also got
things from it's a page from Abigail's diary. Just the things that she likes.
I don't know what this is. There's like a dirt spot with a red circle and a green dot and a bunch of arrows.
Huh.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's my face. You don't want to see that. Do. Yeah, try to make sense of that.
Oh, weird. Oh,
yeah.
I need to get out of here. I'm looking at this.
I gotta get out of here.
What the hell is that? Yeah, red circle.
Hey, what's up? Nope.
I have no... wow. That's weird. I don't know what that is.
Well, everyone, thank you for swinging by and watching Stardewd Valley.
Yeah.
You can catch all of our previous episodes. There's some in the VODs probably still.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some hanging out in the VODs. There's very, very, like, I edit out the breaks for the YouTube. But you can get to the YouTube. I think it is bit.ly/glmtube.
Nice. I love a GLM tube.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, next week, as mentioned earlier, Chase will be absent, but I'll try to figure out something fun.
I believe in you.
I really like the idea of human fall flat. I'll just need to test my I'll need to do a test run of that to make sure that my computer can actually handle streaming.
For sure.
Goodness me.
All right, let's take a look here.
So yeah, keep an eye on the Twitter feed. Either mine at Griffcold, actually for next week at mine at Griffcold.
Yes, for sure.
And it'll still be whatever I come up with. If it's gonna be something, it'll be same time, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, and we'll miss you, Chase.
I will miss being here, but I am glad to be celebrating nuptials with friends.
Absolutely.
All right.
Ugh.
All right. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. We will see you all later.
Oh, but look at that money!
Look at that money, though!
Oh, the money. The pale
Bye.
ales.
Goodbye, everybody.
Give me them.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.